I tweak or mix this, you know. It sounds cold.
Where do you think we got it?
So we move on from this Man United debate as it's getting a little bit hot in here from this guy.
I'm trying so hard not to sweat.
Did you see Arsenal's result? Fair play to Arsenal. Aubameyang came up with the goods. That sending off from Maitland-Niles. Did you see the second tackle?
Yeah.
All ball, just on a follow through that he caught him. Maitland-Niles even got injured, like limped up.
Yeah, so.
Second booking wasn't.
Sometimes I do debate whether he's limping off out of guilt and he's trying he's trying to, but I don't know.
But you know what? From what Arsenal have been through the last few weeks, it was a great result to pull that out of that bag.
It don't matter how you do it, either 3 points.
Yeah, 3 points is 3 points. I think it was a big call for Pepe to take that penalty.
I was going to say this to you, is that I see a load of people absolutely slating Aubameyang because he's the penalty taker. Maybe he's not anymore. Maybe that's because Pepe took penalty.
Yeah, but I know when he was really
so
good,
you don't know if he's the designated penalty or whether Aubameyang's gave it to him. But I personally, I don't know where I am with it, because if it's Harry Kane taking that penalty, he's telling Pepe to go do one, I'm taking the penalty. And people say about Aubameyang gave it to him to give him confidence and all this kind of stuff, but if it's Aguero, same thing. You look at Sterling when he was on a hat-trick against West Ham.
Yeah.
He could have easily went, you take it, get your hat-trick. He was like, I've got a golden ball that I need to win this year. No, go away.
Yeah, but it's like Aubameyang strikes me as that kind of person that he's not all for the limelight, like he's all for helping the team.
No,
and he has missed penalties for Arsenal before.
Yeah, and then you've also seen him go missing in big games.
Yeah,
there's a big game player with that, because it's a mentality thing. It definitely is.
Because I don't believe you can say that, to be honest, because he steps up for that free kick and scores to make it 3-2.
A free kick's not hot.
But at the end of the day, he's given the penalty to Pepe. Pepe scored, and he's taken the free kick, and they've won 3-2. So at the end of the day, Aubameyang's had a massive effect on that football match.
That's not what I'm saying, because I don't know whether I sit on where I'm like, because he has been a team player there where he's like, you take it, I'm not thinking about myself. But at the same time, as a centre forward, do you want someone who's selfish as your centre forward, and you think, because they're the ones that are cutthroat, they're the ones that stay for 10-15 years scoring goals every season.
I think Aubameyang is different with Arsenal. I don't
know. I think again he might be one of them people that are too nice, and when you look at Arsenal's team, are they too nice?
Yeah, you can say that, but at the end of the day, you can't. I'm really weary of putting too much criticism on Aubameyang, because he has been Arsenal's best player in not the best period, and he did have a massive effect in that football match. And where would Arsenal be without Aubameyang?
I mean,
and even now,
we both sat here and said that Lacazette's better. So
yeah, we did. But to be honest, if you look at Aubameyang's goal record, it's difficult to say that. And now Pepe's got a goal under his belt.
A penalty.
A goal's a goal at the end of the day. He's put the ball at the back of the net. Who knows what that's going to do for his confidence? So that moment might be a massive moment in Arsenal's season, because Pepe should be a massive player for them.
I can see both sides of it, of you want your striker to be, no, this is mine. Because again, what happens is, Arsenal have a good season and 4th. But say they had a bad season, 5th, and it comes to the end of the season, Aubameyang's 1 goal off winning. And he thinks, and then it's like, you haven't won the golden ball, but you could have done if you just took that penalty.
But you can say that he could have won the golden boot if he finished them chances away at Burnley at the end of the season. So at the end of the day, you can only think of the moment. You can't think too far ahead. At Liverpool, we are so lucky that Firmino's as unselfish as he is, because he allows Mane and Salah to propel their games and allows them to do what they do. Aubameyang, what he's done for Pepe might mean that Pepe goes on and scores 15 goals this season. You never know. So yeah, it was good to see Arsenal come out on top.
What do you actually think of Arsenal?
I think their team going through transition. I believe there's a lot of old habits.
This is
still there.
I look at Arsenal, it's very similar to Man United in that I don't know how you get round it, because you look at Arsenal past 5 years, and all their fans have ever wanted is a centre half, yeah, and they've wanted a defensive midfielder, right? Because everyone always looks at Arsenal like they're 2 players away, like they're the 2 players they need, and it'll make them so much more defensively stronger, and it'll give them character and all that kind of stuff. We always say that about Arsenal, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You agree with that?
Yeah.
But what have they done in the last 5 years? They bought a World Cup winner, centre back, Mustafi. They're all delighted when they signed him. But it's almost like these players, they come with their own characters and everything. Torreira, another one, defensive midfielder that they're crying out for. Then they come to Arsenal, it's like, they suddenly buy into the Arsenal culture, and it's like it's so weird to me. It's like,
you know what?
You bring in players and then they get into that culture, and it's like, how do you get around it? Because then Arsenal buy them players and then they've still got the same problems.
I think what it is you need to have a strong core to buy these players around, if you know what I mean. So, for example...
No, but I just think old habits die hard. And it's like, I don't know how you get around it without getting a whole another 11 players, because you've still got players from the Wenger era there that have still got that...
Yeah, I think you get around... I think they slowly get around it, to be honest.
It takes time, it does.
For example, they've got Tierney coming back and Bellerin. That's going to make a massive difference to their side. Arsenal don't look as bad as the results may say. To be fair, I saw them at Anfield, and in parts, I believe, I thought, things are changing. Let's not forget, against Watford, they were 2-0 up and cruising.
Second half.
Yeah, and an awful second half.
And then
but I feel like as the season goes on, and they do, for example, Maitland-Niles isn't a right back. They're getting Bellerin back. They have Kolasinac playing in the back 4. He's not a defender by trade, to be honest. He's more of a wing back. They get Tierney back in there, and they start to look good. When Doozy didn't play well against Watford last week, but he put in a good performance against Aston Villa. You've got Aubameyang, Lacazette's now injured. You've got players like Pepe. I think in the next few years, Arsenal can do something. And when people say teams are so far off, I don't believe that is the case. For example, we went out and got Alisson, Van Dijk, and things changed like straight away. I believe Arsenal are in the process of doing that, and they're not too far away from where they want to be. And I think it's just a gradual process.
I just don't buy it. I just think there is like a toxic culture at Arsenal where it's like the players. It's almost weird when you look at a fixture list and you see Arsenal away. Do you ever think they're going to win? Because I don't. I always have some sort of optimism that they'll lose.
Yeah, but I think personally, that's changing because.
But is it though? They just went to Watford and they got absolutely battered second half.
Yeah, they got battered second half, but I feel like they are going to have moments like that because of the players that are available to them at the moment. Attacking wise, they're fine. To be fair, they've always been fine, and they have gone out and tried to identify places that need strengthening. Bellerin is coming back. That's going to be a massive thing.
You
and like I say,
Tierney's
a quality left back. He's going to change things as well. So I believe Arsenal aren't too far off where they need to be. The football will always be there, but I think defensively is something they need to rectify. But I believe when you've got your best players back, it's something you can start.
But this is what I'm saying about
to change
the Arsenal culture of it being like they bring players in. There's something that they adopt the we don't want it anymore like type mentality. Like you see, you've got a World Cup winner in Mustafi comes there and he's still the same. It's like he can't rejuvenate. I think it's weird saying it, but I think it changes if you get someone like Jose Mourinho in, where it's like he will come in and they'll play some of that attacking stuff, but it will be fundamentally just getting it like stable. They're like they're really good to watch, but it's almost that instability about it as well.
Yeah, I think with a little bit of stabilising in the defence, I think Arsenal.
I think Jose Mourinho in a way is almost it's like the most opposite way of being perfect for him because like he's so un-Arsenal like that it'd almost be really good for him.
Yeah,
because they've got
it will change the culture.
I can't put my finger on it.
And you know what? It would start. I think there needs to be like a kind of seriousness about Arsenal because I think when Arsene Wenger was there, they got too used to the same old. Yeah, nice. And I believe, like for example, Özil, the contract situation happened at a really bad time for Arsenal when Chamberlain had just left. Alexis Sanchez was leaving, so they were forced to keep
Ramsey going.
Yeah, they were forced to keep Ozil, and you don't really want a player like that around the dressing room who's lackadaisical or just turns up when he wants. So I believe Arsenal were unfortunate with things like that, but I think slowly they're starting the rebuild, and I think it will change. But I think Jose Mourinho would be a really good manager for Arsenal.
I just think it'd be such a culture shock that it'd almost be good for them, and
Yeah.
get their players out of being that nice thing. Because you look at the Aston Villa result is a good result, but it's also the most Arsenal-like. How many times over the years have you seen them losing at home and they end up winning?
Yeah.
It's like, and it has that climax feeling to it where like they go into the last 10-15 minutes 1-0 and you always know they're going to win. They'll win regardless, but it's like it's not stable.
Yeah, it's almost like you could if Mourinho was to come in, you could be like he focuses on the defence and you just allow the attacking players to play because they are good enough just to let them play, and they have got good young players coming through. So I think Arsenal are in a good place right now. It is a good project for.
If you look at Mourinho as well, it's wherever he's gone, is that he's always had players that like when Mourinho thrives. It's when he's got world class players up front because he can sort out the defence and he lets them go. Like when he had Hazard at Chelsea, he let him go do his thing. I reckon it'd be the exact same thing with Aubameyang type.
Yeah.
Where he'd be like, you front three, one of your track back maybe.
Yeah, but I say
let the other two just do their thing.
Give Emery another year or two, and see what's going on.
Well, I see their fans say hate him.
Yeah, but I feel
half it's because he's ugly as well.
Well, I feel for Arsenal because they have been going through a very bad spell, and I believe when you see bad results, it is the first thing to do is to criticise and jump on the manager's back. But I think the Arsenal fans with a head on them will think, you know what, we are getting a few players back. Let's see where this takes us. But on that, as we've just talked about Arsenal and Man United, that is a fixture that's coming up next week. Where's it? At Old Trafford?
Yeah.
See, I only see one winner here, and that's Man United. Because I do not remember a time where Arsenal have gone to Old Trafford.
I mean, last year we drew 2-2.
Even then, Arsenal should have won and still didn't get the result. The last time I believe Arsenal getting a result at Old Trafford that I can remember was when Danny Welbeck was that the FA Cup?
Yeah.
Bar that, every time Arsenal goes to Old Trafford, it's same old, same old. This is the time for Arsenal to make a statement and go, you know what, we are better than Man United.
I think I view it as it's a weird one. I either see it going very well or absolutely shocking. I either see it being we win 2-0, 3-0, be really comfortable, or they get absolutely battered off the pitch and it's 3-4. That's not.
Yeah.
It's like I don't see it being. I don't know. It's a weird game and I'm not looking forward to it. I am not looking forward to this game at all.
I think Arsenal fans should look forward to it because I think it's time for them. This is a moment for them to make a statement and go, you know what, we're going to leave the United behind, and we're only going to look forward. For now, we can't. We're just going to leave them behind us.
There ain't a better time to play Man United either.
No, there's not. But you say that could also be a scary thing. Because imagine if Arsenal go there and lose, then it's all back downhill again. Everyone's heads drop, and you have to pick up and go again. I think it's time for consistency for these teams now. We're getting to the next international break. You want to make a statement before the next international break, so then you can then kick on. Because I believe after this international break, the next one is a while to the next one. Yeah, so it's time to put a statement down and build some momentum.
When obviously the Christmas fixtures come start.
Start coming thick and fast.
Well, actually, I don't think doing it anymore.
Oh yeah, but there's a break, right?
Yeah, but like certain teams play on one weekend and certain teams play on the other or something like that.
We'll see how that goes. Anyway.
Yeah,